sacred chord David played and pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: for the feast, the minor fall, the major league, the baffled king composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith was strong, but it needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, maybe that's the God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's in the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah.
Or where's my dang thing? God darn. Video of the saw? Show up. I says now. and it still ain't doing it. Good old show-onomics. Howdy, y'all. Thanks for stopping by the program. Koga Ninja Raid! Frosty Mountain Dew Raid on my diabetes. Yeah. So that's not helping. I have show footage, but it's not showing the footage. Yeah, Colette, that was from Cliff. Yeah, that was Cliff. Cliff's music. Exactly. Caramel Pop made it. Kalakis. How's it going, Kalakis, man? Fist bump. And we got Chris is in the house. Jeanette Korzenko made it. Man, and Colette made it. She got up for the show. That is fantastic. I brought some rubies for you, so I'm going to show you some rubiness. We got the faceter up and going, so we're going to get the ruby going, but I got to get the footage going, right? Makes sense. Alright, let's try it now. Aha! Ah. No. Alright, we're just going with K-Light, guys. And gals. And robots. And folks of various animal creature form. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, so we're going to tune down the audio. We'll give it a little bit of that volume for the sawness. We're going to open up the show. We're going to click on Gem Close-Up. We're going to capture the movie. There we go. Bam. Yeah. I think that's going to work, folks. There we go. I can never find my jar clip for my jars when I need it. That's Koga. It's not the joke portion of the program yet. Ah, cheers. Thank you for stopping by. I need to take some Instagram pics of 22 gemstones. Exactly. Hey, make sure you tag me, because like I log into Instagram like half as often as I should, and I like to like everybody's things, and I didn't even have time to do that this week. I'll go and I'll post, but I'm trying to like everybody's things, and we need to get this adjusted like so you can see. Folks, I'm trying to get to where I can cut some new gems. That's why we're talking about rubies, because this footage is terrible, but I do have a better angle where I move the camera around the saw, and we actually got some good saw footage, so you can see what I'm sawing. So you can saw what I'm seeing, right? See, you can seesaw what I'm saw-seeing, or you can saw-see what I'm seesawing. Because when I see, I saw, and I see what I saw, so I seesaw. You seesaw. Look. Thanks for coming by the program. Well, let's see. We're trying to make sure the program works and remember to talk. I have some minerals from Russia. No way, Joseph Stalin. Russian minerals? So, what do you have? Appetite? We all have an appetite for appetite. We love our appetite, because appetite is so appetite-delicious. 22 is just crystals? Yeah, Kalakis, it's all crystal powder. Because I don't have anything organic in there like amber, which is a gemmable stone, but it's not a crystal. And the same thing with mother of pearl, which is called nacre, because you've got pearls, but then people will take shells, and like the clamshell part, you can turn that into a concave piece and then mount some jewelry, and it looks nice. It's mother of pearl, but then there's certain areas where the inside of the shell will actually barrel out a little, and you can turn that into buttons that dome out. Or you can get down near the hinge part, there will be rolls, and you can smooth that over and it still flares, and turn that into, pieces of jewelry and such. They're technically not crystals, even though they're hard enough and pretty enough to be made into jewelry. But everything in the gemstone powder has no organic origination. It didn't come from an organ. It all came from natural formations. You know, heat and pressure and temperature and whatever else it is that we haven't created electrical sensors for, or some type of sensor for, that exists, that created them. Because like magnetism, we still don't know what magnetism is. We can only measure the effect of magnetism on things. If I remember, it's like a light green. Hey, well, that could be apatite. Apatite comes in a variety of colors. There's yellow apatite, there's green, there's blue apatite, there's blue-green apatite, there's yellow-green apatite, there's I was like exclamation, but it's actually asterisk, 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 split. Yep, split comes from the asterisk. Make sure you wipe. Or no, floating gardens? Yeah, there was something about floating gardens. Anyway, cheers. Remember your vitamins. Good dinner. Because cancer in the same. Yeah, there you go. Cancer. Vitamins cause cancer. Thanks, Bruce. Cheers. It's just too good. It's a short show today, folks. I know I've been saying that a lot. I don't have a lot in the way of footage. But what that basically comes down to is that I have 18 jokes this week. Instead of like last week, the week before, the one before them. Yeah, I had 20 plus jokes, but 18 jokes, still, they're good jokes. I'm proud of the jokes I wrote this week. I hope you guys like them. Love them vitamins, keep us strong. Koga. Dude, I ran out of time, man. I was going to eat some salsa before the show because I got one big jar left, you know. And I've been waiting for the right time because I don't get more salsa until July. So this last big jar has to last me until July. And I was like, man, I'm going to fight up. Chip, 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 chip. But I didn't even have the time to do that. I barely got my Mountain Dew out of the refrigerator fast enough. Look at how much frost there is in there. It was all shielded over on top. I had to poke a hole and everything to help try and get the goodness out. Need my Mountain Dew-amins. That's what I want in the future. Mountain Dew steak. Yep. That sounds like the future to me. Everyone, please share this out to your local AWA, which means your all-wheel alliance. Yes, we want wheels to be aligned. Whatever the AWA is. I don't know where that came from. VWA? There you go, the Veterans Alliance. Veterans love gemstones. Actually, they love sawing things, right? Don't we all love sawing things? We love to see things, and we can see the saw. Oh man, much love to my veterans out there. That's a hard thing to do. I mean, you know, I can run it. I will run head first into a battle of wits with sinners. And you know, 'cause I am one, I know what that's like. But man, to run head first into a battle of bullets, I mean, shit gets real. We can think about it now, but you ain't got the time to think then. That's when training is really important. And cheers to those who put the hours in. Thank you. It's appreciated. Because it's about, I mean, you know, we can talk about wars and stuff and governments, and that's a long topic, but really, what it comes down to is keeping the would-be destroyers from taking and destroying, and oh, now I'm going to talk about taxes. Oh, let's not go there. Taxes. No, not Texas. I love Texas. There's some great people in Texas. Ain't they great? Is that trigger words? I'm disconnected. I do not, and I don't know if you H8 me. Oh, hey, Koga. Usually if I'm playing Battleship, I don't move to H8. That's usually one of the last squares that I pick. I would probably start with something along the lines of D12 or maybe D4. I'll send you an email tomorrow, Jacob. Crackalacus. No problem, man. Send me an email. Yeah, actually, I need to talk to Colette if she's still here and awake. And Colette, I haven't heard from Roger in a while, but I have been featuring one of the songs that Roger posted from Cliff along with the description for each show, and it's been like an exciting thing, and I have one more left. Next week we get to hear Cliff sing. Yeah, That's exciting. So I'm gonna play that song at the beginning of next week's show, and I'm having trouble deciding because it's so hot and it's August, and the song, or no, I mean it's July. Don't even know my months. And the song is "Let It Snow." Yeah. Oh, it's great, and yeah, so it's wonderful. So anyway, Colette's here. Okay, so Colette, check this out. This is what I meant by rubies in matrix. So now that I have the faceter, I can actually start getting into this stone. Because ruby grows near marble, and that's what that is. So this piece it has me excited. You know, there's a lot of potential in it. It's very translucent. If I can get the flashlight to show through it. I need a better flashlight, but it does shine, I swear. So we're gonna actually get into that, Colette, and you sent me an email about rubies, so I have a little bit more to show you. How is your day? How is your day, Joseph? How are you doing? Man, I made that mistake earlier. Oh, dude, I so totally made that mistake earlier. I'm not saying you made a mistake. I'm saying I made a mistake earlier, because I've seen it happen. Like on a phone call, it's like, oh, I'm doing good. How are you? But like, let's say you're on panel, or let's say somebody's being interviewed, like you know, the guest of a show is like, okay, this is a great show, we have all kinds of things, and next we're gonna welcome our guest, Jerry. How's it going, Jerry? And then Jerry says, great, how's it going with you? And it's like volleying the microphone back. It's like, great, that's all you got to say? That's all you got to say? All you got to say is, great? That's it? Oh, you can say more than that. So like when it's like, how is your day? And I'm like, well, I don't know, how's your day? I should actually have something ready, because I was on panel earlier and somebody was like, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm doing great. How's it going? Oh, I should have been like, oh, it's great, I got this gemstone coming up for my show later. Because that's basically what was going on. It was like, hey, how are you? Tell us a little bit about it. So to answer your question, Joseph, I fixed the oven today. On my Instagram, I posted the picture of the gemstone, bing, up in the corner. And then I posted the other picture of the gemstone, slightly different angle. And then the third picture was the oven I fixed. Yeah, totally did that. Hey, Zombie Slayer Hunter's here. Big like oh, dude, big like to you, man. Big like to you for coming by. Welcome to the program, and thanks for coming back, and thanks for stopping by and saying hello. And oh yeah, here, how do we do this? Something like this. At Zombie Slayer Hunter Trendy. I did this for Jeanette. I made sure that the Trendy Club command was in the chat bot. I did that while I was waiting to fire up the show for like 3 minutes, because I was like, okay, got everything ready. Alright, we're going to do a command. And then I was still late firing up the show because we had to go get the soda pop before it froze over completely. Am I done with the saw video? Can you saw this? No, you can't. You can't see the saw. I can see. You can see the saw and I can see it. Yep, so there, look, there it is. There's the beast. We saw what we see, and we're sawing. Yes, we're going to actually have a joke portion of the program. So, yes, Colette, you like it? Great. Oh, Colette, because there's other rubies. I mean, I've got these, because, alright, so, to talk just a little bit about ruby, it's all sapphire, right? Like, basically, these crystals grow in columns, and they're sapphire. They're corundum. And when they're gem, they're sapphire. There's all kinds of different yellow sapphires, there's green sapphires, there's blue sapphires, the ones we all know. Of course, there's red sapphires, but they're not called red sapphires, they're called rubies. So a ruby is a red sapphire. And so here's the basic difference. The blue versus the red. It'll be way better when I have the microscope camera, I swear. Love you, Jacob. I don't want my hours getting too high. I'm too chic for that. Crackalacus. Oh, he's saying hi to Crackalacus, Carvel Pop, Chris the Phenomenal, Kalakis 420. I can say it properly. Chris the Phenomenal, Zombie Slayer Hunter, Jeanette Korzenko. Love you guys. Have a good night. I'm out. I'm Koga. Yeah, you definitely got to check out Koga. He's got even more wild hair than I do, and I tried to move the camera up just to catch all of this gloriousness. I mean, look at that. It's like a rooster got hit with a lightning bolt. I really got to get my hair cut. I tried to get my hair cut this week, but I didn't have the time. Oh, the time. The times, I say. I'm trying to put a light inside of an ice chest, too, so that'll be fun. I'm the best. We're all the best, Chris. It's part of coming by the show, and that was another thing. I had some more rubies, because I wanted to show Colette the opaque rubies that I cut, and I gave some to Dila, because like these ones, these are pretty dark. They don't really have the vibrance. Well, this little guy's got some red in there. Yeah, there's some magic happening in this little guy. That was actually the money piece inside of that one and the really, really big one there. But I had some other ruby chunks, but I can't quite find them. And then I have this other stuff that's called bicolor ruby. So it's kind of like a watermelon-y ruby. It's got the blue and the pink in it, and it's only so often that it comes available, and so I buy some here and there, and it's nice. It's kind of powdery, and like it wants to sheet apart. It wants to just it's not very hard. So I don't know. I don't really like working with it, and I haven't done a lot with it. I've only shaped the one ruby that I gave to Dila. I swear I dug around to try and find those rubies earlier, Colette, and I just couldn't find them. Whoops. That was me bumping the microphone. And that happened. Did we have the other sapphire? Wait. Did I put that away? Oh, okay. Hey. Cool. Okay, so this is some other sapphire. This will show you the columnar shape of sapphire. There are 6 sides to the column, and the sides aren't always even to each other, but check that out. That's how that works. See, it grows in columns like that. I don't know if I'll cut this one because it's kind of a neat little, perfect little sapphire column. It's got a little bit of blue going on. Doesn't really show too well. Would be kind of neat to polish it and be all like, hey, blue and polishy. See what it looks like when it's all, because I do have actually we could polish this one instead, because this one's, I mean, look at that, 6 sides. Blam. It's totally columnary. Oh wow, there's the blue adventurine. We're actually, shh, Ron's not here. We're shaping a piece of that for Ron. Ron Weasley? Yeah. Because I got a bigger, and I took the bit off, and we shaped that one. I think it was last week's show, or maybe the week before. Yeah, it was the week before last. We're gonna shape another piece. Yep. Yep. Because that's awesome. So let's see. Where were we with the ruby hunt? There it is. There it is. There it is, right there. I found it. It's in here, Colette. Now let's dig into this a little bit, shall we? Hey, Jamie the Jamie's here. Wowzers. Man. I haven't seen Jamie the Jamie in the show for a long time. Wow. Hey, Jamie. Joseph Stalin was here earlier. He might still be here, but he was here earlier. And, yeah, so talk about, like, old school. Folks, when I started getting the show all ready and everything, like, my earliest people were Nacho, and then Jamie showed up, and then Joseph Dolan showed up. My chats, yep. Totally OG. And we actually had this huge, like, greeting thing for a lot of people set up, and my chatbot reset, and I did all this work trying to like layer in this stuff for when Jamie comes in the show, and now I gotta find it again. The audio file and everything. Gotta set all that up. But actually what we gotta do is change out the video, because we're at the end of that one. We only got 2 videos to go too, and they're like, the third one's only a minute long. So somewhere in this next 14-minute and 20-second video, which is how long it is, we're gonna do the joke portion. Got some jokes. Joke. Okay, Ron. Hey, Ron's here. Haha. He didn't hear what we were talking about. So yeah, welcome to the program. Hey Ron, how are your peppers doing? You know, they're curly. Are they not quite so curly? Because the plant looks healthy. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any problem. It just looks like they're really, really curly. And sometimes the Cubanelles have curl naturally, and I couldn't find any cause why, but they're not all curly, and a lot of them are actually straighter than not wait, which one? I see the saw, but can you see? You see saw. Benny Loco sees saw. Cheers. Very cool. Let's do this. Alright, so yeah, that curly one. Hey Ron, I was wondering, like, did it if you lift up on it and it clicks off, then it's ready to pick, right? But like okay, what is the pink rock on the video? Caller, are you talking about that big one there? Because that's a piece of rose quartz that True Patriot sent. Very much. He totally sent that. Okay, so where is the thing? The thing! Oh, that's the end of the saw video. I swear I got a better saw style that I took. This is just old footage from February, and the saw, you can see what I saw, and so I'll show you what I saw that I can see. Here's the other video. Okay, yeah, that's not even the right player. We're supposed to open it with classic. That's classic. That's classic Jake. That's classic show. That's classic Gemin out. That's classic. You guys are fantastic for being here. Okay, so these are the chunks of ruby that I was talking about. So this is the marbly matrix, and just you can kind of tell it's a pegmatite. See the sandwich, the white, then the red, and then there's more white marble. So what pegmatite means is when there's a rock formation and then there's a stripe running through it. That's 2 different types of rock, and that's what this ruby comes from. That's why it's all sandwichy. So when I grind that white matrix off, and then we get this. Notice the dark red that shows up. Let me try and light it up. Light it up! Oh, it's not even working. Oh, the day that we get good lighting. You're gonna realize, oh, my gems suck. It's not the lighting. It is. It's the lighting. But all right, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the right ding. We are. Oh, jeez whiz! I miss this. I miss you, Jamie. It's good to see you come by the show. There we go. Look at that. There. That's the redness. That's the rubiness. Oh yeah, Jamie has some gems. I sent Jamie, I sent you some gems, didn't I? Yeah. Jamie keeps trying to eat them. Oh, there we go. See, it comes through a little bit, but once I grind the matrix off, then it really comes through. Oh, and we were going to show you this one. Let's see. There we go. What do you think of that, Colette? Yeah, what do you think of the red in that chunk of ruby? Oh, it's so beautiful. The nice thing is that when because I'm grinding into the stone, that's how I know they're real. That's how I know they're natural. That's how I know they're untreated. When I grind on a stone, I can see the plastic come off of it. Yeah, because I've actually been asked to work on a couple of stones that turned out to be treated. I gotta say, I gotta say, shout out to Wholesale Gem, because one of my favorite seller on eBay has never sold me a stone where they didn't disclose the treatment. Yeah, I mean, I've bought a couple of treated stones, but that was because they were low price and I didn't have any of that in my collection, and I was like, add it onto the order. Yeah, all right, awesome. $1.99 really. So oh, so it's that kind of pepper. That pepper plant was given to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that Cubanelle pepper. It said something about Hattie'sGardens.com said that they can have a curl that's part of their character, and I saw piles of them where most of them are straight and some of them are curly, but man, those are really curly. So I was wondering, like, is it not drinking enough because it's in a pot? But the soil looked moist, so I mean, I don't know. It makes me wonder also, and it is kind of early in the year for me. My bell peppers are like they're about the size of your curly ovary one. But the thing about my bell peppers is up at the top, there's all these there's like 30 or 40 flowers up at the top of the plant. So, and the plant's like 2.5 to 3 feet tall. So once they get up to be about chest height, like 4.5, 5 feet. Then they'll have branches that can support those peppers. If you send rocks, if I try and read Benny's chats, my eyes will work occasionally. Thank you for coming by. So beautiful. Hey, I'm glad you were here to see that, Colette S. I really suck a lot at schedule. That's what I feel the worst about. I need to get this schedule down. I need to have the show, and I try to like make sure I'm lively, and so I'm not all like, hi guys, welcome to the Gem Show, because I want to actually, kind of send you guys off on a nice little fun week and have a fun show, and I try to listen to my show later and then be like, is this worth re-listenifying to? If I send you rocks, can you cut them, or should I try this at home? Jacob, I lol. Oh, Benny, you're not a troll, or what is that, an Apple troll? If Apple was a troll, they'd be an I lol. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You did, and I still haven't eaten them. Good, Jamie. And we're actually, man, the salsa garden is looking amazing this year. I put cages around the peppers this year, or the tomatoes this year. Oh, they look amazing. My peppers, I didn't even put cages around them. They seem to be sturdy enough. But the tomatoes, they just kind of spread out like watermelons. So it's best to have them up so that the tomatoes aren't sitting in the dirt, because then it gives the tomatoes a better chance to like not just ripen, but fully ripen before the ants get them and stuff like that. Now I am a lameo. I like lameo and some tomato on my burger. My not meat soy mushroom burger, right, Jamie? Of course, yes. And wait, what were we talking about? I think we're pretty close to the joke portion of the program, so we can actually get that done. I don't know where this gem is. Folks, where is this gem? I probably sent this gem to someone. Did I? Much love to the person I sent it to. That's Ametrine with character in it. This is all a whole bunch of Ametrine. Can't let the bugs get you matters. Oh, right. Tomatoes. Thank you. Okay, so Benny, yes, if you send me gems, I will shape them. I shaped that big pink thing of True Agriculture. That True Agriculture sent us. Actually, I think I have that somewhere. And I'll probably just dump things everywhere. He sent me that big chunk, and I actually sent him, and the pictures are going to roll around, so I'm going to kind of watch it with you guys. I shaped up 2 gems out of it and sent it to them by Christmas, and they made it. Yes! That was awesome. Okay, we're watching. We're watching and waiting. We're going to see them gems. Them True Patriot gems. They're there. All right. They're coming. Oh, Benny, this is one that someone sent me to shape. Right there. Yeah, that one before and after. That was Amsterdam Medical United sent that to me, and I shaped that to him and sent it to him, and I shaped another one out of the same stuff and sent it to him. That's a sedimentary Larimar, we determined. It's really cool. It's kind of like a form of forming turquoise. It's coming up. It's got to be coming up. Or coming across. Or just plain coming. Sometime. It's part of the slide. Oh, there they are. Bang! Right there. Benny, you see those? Those are the two. And the one of them, the praying mantis head. Not this one, but the other two that you saw. Those were the rose quartz that True Agriculture sent. We're actually going to tear into that a little bit more. We're going to get into that a little bit deeper, and we're going to shape some more of those. Benny, what kind of stones do you want to tear into? Why do you wear gloves when grinding the stones? Oh, Benny, multiple reasons actually, I guess. A lot of reasons. So, the gloves actually help keep my hands from getting dried out. Because the powder will actually suck the water out of my hands, I guess, or something. I don't know. They dry out even with the water, and it's like the water, they get waterlogged, but then they dry out. But then the other reason is it's also a fine layer of protectant. So I bump into the thing a lot, and it really wears on my finger and my fingernails. And so I kind of do that as a bit of a... You can see the parts that have worn away. That's where I'm like, oh, yep, getting into it. But then there's another reason, Benny, is because the rubber helps me grip the stone a little better. I mean, I got pretty strong claws. I could snatch the chopsticks from a kung fu master. I could snatch time from space. I could probably claw a fish from an eagle. But they help give me the edge, you know. And then another thing is my thumb that you can see there, the one that you can see the most, I actually cut that in a router accident. A router actually grabbed the board and went down across my thumb, and it chopped up my thumbnail a little bit. So my thumbnail is, yeah, it's not necessarily as perfect as the other one. So flawless, right? It's kind of aesthetic, so it takes away from the distraction. So you know, it just kind of, there's a lot of reasons, but they help out, and so I use them, and that's the thing. Sometimes actually I wear one size smaller, so they're a little tighter, so that I can grip the stone a little better if I'm working on something really small. Hey Alex, the Beer Master is here. What is a Jake up? Hey Alex, did you know that my name is it's a type of Konami code? Jake up down E. Right? And that's funny, right? My name is a Konami code, Jake up down E. Quick, type it in, Jake up down E. So I always wanted to cut stones, just have never tried, but always fascinated. Benny, okay, so here's what I found out that really kind of got me in. Because Benny, well, alright, so when I first started cutting stones, I was using a tile saw. And the tile saw, Benny, I got a big 10-inch tile saw blade. I mean, this thing is no joke. It's a DK Diamond. That thing barely cuts me, Benny. Like, I had a stone that I was cutting and it chipped out, you know, it went like that, you know, and like I went forward into the saw, and the saw got right into this cuticle part of my finger. Didn't even cut deep enough to draw blood. And I mean, I went bing right into and the saw blade's like, it wasn't like it glanced or anything, it's like, on my finger. Didn't even draw blood. Didn't even need a band-aid. Went right back to grinding more stones. Yep, and that's a big 10-inch, you know, segmented tile saw blade. And so I started just kind of rough shaping them on the tile saw, and then I'd go and sand them on paper on the desktop. You can start like that, Benny. I mean, you don't even need $20 to get started grinding stones if you have a tile saw. The other thing, if you don't have a tile saw, is a bench grinder. You can get a bench grinder for like $35, And I actually use my 6-inch sander for etc. reasons. But what it comes back to is that if you get one of those $35 grinders from Harbor Freight, instead of putting the stone wheel on the end, you get one of these $12 diamond wheels that you see me grinding on. And I have a bunch of different grits. I have like $200 worth of these diamond laps. It's part of the addiction to grinding stones. I've invested all that. Gee whiz. But anyway, you put that on the end, and then you can do what I do. And if you need a little less flex, you can get a master lap or what's called a mandrel, which is the heavier duty disc, which the grinder that I'm using comes with one. So it's a $60 grinder, and it's a sander and grinder. It has the belt sander, and it has the grinder on the end. And I actually took the belt off of the sander. The belt is not even on there. It slowed the whole thing down. I'd be pushing on the stone and it would bog down the engine. And then I took the belt off, and now I can push on it. It doesn't bog down, you know, better power transfer. I have a love of little tanzanite that was grinded the way you do. It's beautiful. Oh, Benny, nice. Actually, if I can show you the tanzanite I got, I will. But Benny, that like right now, there was a load of tanzanite that was found. So if you, I mean, now that is the time to get you tanzanite. I recently got some that's not here, but it's in a different, it's in the lab, and yeah, I got like a whole fistful for $3.50. So actually, we should feature this stone sometime, because I am really liking this stone, but I want to even it out. See how it's not even? But it's a nice gemmy tanzanite piece. Oh, it's so blue. It's got this lovely darkness to it. It's going to be great when it's done. And then I got this other big tanzanite piece. And I mean, none of the tanzanite I got is necessarily very translucent. But see how it has these striations going like this? And then it has this like shieldy part. I don't know, it's not coming through that well, but I really like it. Oh, we're at the end of the thing, the video, so we gotta actually, I gotta force feed you guys the joke portion of the program and then get on out of here. We only got like 1 minute left. Alex the Beer Master, that's true, that is funny. Alex, dude, hey, thanks for coming by. Folks, if y'all don't know Alex the Beer Master, give him a subscribe specifically so you can stop by his Food Friday panels, because they're fun. Yeah. I've hopped on a couple of Beer Friday panels just because they're fun. So you got to check that out. And what we need to do is review soda pop I have in my fridge. I've been waiting for Alex to come by the show so we can review this vanilla agave soda pop I've had in my fridge for 4.5 years. Yeah. But I don't have that right here at the moment. But I do have a bunch of gems that I knocked on the floor. And I also have some jokes for you. So we're going to get to the joke portion. That would make a nice trillion gut. Yeah, speaking of guts, Jamie wants to eat the gems. And tomatoes can cut a branch, put in soil, have another plant. Oh, far out. Oh yeah, so they're good at rooting. Oh, okay, gotcha. Interesting. Benny, I think you should grind some stones. I think you would really get a kick out of it. Just go to a tile saw or a bench grinder. Jamie the Gem Eater. Yes, we all love eating the gems. And Benny, that's what we were talking about, is that I like to try and, I mean, look at this citrine. Don't you just want to bite into it? It looks like candy. So, yeah, I sent some gemstone jelly to Jamie. Jamie is one of the 2 people who have gotten jelly. Let's see, where were we? We were trying to do the joke portion of the show, because there's jokes for a portion of the show. So we get rid of top left, image slideshow, gotta show the jokes, and we can get rid of the structure. Nobody needs that anymore, right? Who cares about jokes? No, structure, we care about jokes. Who cares about the structure? Alright, wait a minute. We can do this, I swear. I swear we have the power of doing it. Not that. Benny. You know what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the little bit of screwing that up, because this is the joke. This is the portion of the program that is a joke. Welcome to it. Thank you for coming by. We're gonna, yeah, that we're leaving. Now I'm gonna move it. Moving it right back there, so you guys can enjoy the glory that is. Yeah, it's good enough. Welcome to the joke portion. Can't be grindy on a wheel. Oh, Benny, you're able to do it. I know you can. You can manage that. Okay, so what do we have for the joke portion? Ah, Benny, are you ready for this? Because my jokes aren't better. They're booter. Booter. Yeah. That's why we have jokes like this. Benny, if bees are good and I leave them alone, does that make me a believer? Yeah. If bees are good and I leave them alone, does that make me a believer? Joke portion. I met a shy girl. She was in timid dating. There's got to be a better way to write that. It's supposed to read in timid dating, shy, timid. Yeah, I don't know. That was a last minuter. I'm taking notes. Bank notes, to be specific. All sorts of bank notes. Yep, I'm accepting notes. Bring your bank notes, because I'm taking notes. Bank notes. We should open a bar that serves German beer. We'll call it Wunderbar. Because it'd be wunderbar. Cheers. Here's a Star Wars joke for you. What is Darth Vader when he's angry at a bounty hunter? A boba constrictor. Because of Boba Fett, right? A boba constrictor. So, I ran that joke past the Blackcast earlier, and I ran it past a bunch of people, and I was like, okay, here's a Star Wars joke no one will get. And I figured the Blackcast would get it. And he said, Jacob, I get your Star Wars joke. It's just not funny. Oh man, that was good. And he's right. So we're moving on to the next one. What do you call it if you don't want to eat a whole hash brown? You eat a half brown. You eat a half brown. Wow. Gonna move on from that one. How do you label a wooden toy with a logo? A logo. Moving past that one too. We're getting to the funnier ones, I swear, and this one's not one of them. Who catches the biggest fish? Madame Fisher. Nah, there's got to be another way, because we're going from my damn Fisher, my damn to Madam. We're trying to go from Madam to my... Because the next joke is a fishing joke. Which lady catches the most fish? Annette. Yeah. Where do the best golfers park? The parking lot. The parking lot. What do they call me when I'm on the throne? The King of Dukes. Guess where I thought of that joke? Bathroom humor. What do you call it when you polish something with a prophylactic? You Jimmy Buffett. Yeah. I had an aunt who worked for a newspaper. We called her Anti-Information. I think I like that joke better when it's general. I had an aunt who was in the news industry. We called her Anti-Information. Yeah, I don't know. Almost done, I swear. 3 more. Which knight is the sauciest? Sriracha. Which sauce is the funniest? Sriracha. What do people say when they open some Pillsbury? Doughboy. that was this week's joke portion of the program. I'm glad you are all here for that. That was just fantastic. You guys are all great. Don't worry, we will do the soda review. Trust me when you get a chance. Alright, thanks Alex Spearmaster. Appreciate you, buddy. That'll be freaking awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We're gonna play the last 1 minute. If you guys are anxious to put up with that, I will give you all a shout out while we do it. That's not the right thing, but that's okay, because we're gonna... Actually, what we're gonna do first, lower the volume. How's that? Yeah, we're not gonna blow your ears out this time, because we know what we're doing sometimes. There. Okay. Now you get that. Okay. And you got a little bit of the video, a little bit of the audio, and you'll have a little bit of the video if I stand the thing up. And wait, this one and that one. Alright, I swear I need to do the show earlier, so instead of later than the show time, so I'm awake and not tired. And oh my word, I'm so tired. But I'm not. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm here to wish you guys a great week. You guys are all fantastic, because we had some fantastic people come by. Jeanette Korsenko was hanging out here at the actual time of the show. Chris the Phenomenon was hanging out because he wanted to come by the show, and I still wasn't ready yet. I got all gemmed up and then passed out. No, actually, let's see, he says, Jacob got all gemmed up. Oh, I thought, man, I totally read that backwards. I was like, Jacob got him all gemmed up. But yeah, anyway, I got all gemmed up, so that totally was a thing. And I got some new video coming, so we can actually do that eventually. Oh wow, hey, there's John's PBR picture. Yeah, hey Alex, I got that picture for John and Ellie. It's a giant vat of PBR that we made into batter for batter dip mushrooms. But anyway, that's John's PBR. So wait, where's the... Nope, we want... Which one? Not the gem capture, we want... This one, that one, and the slideshow. There we go. There we go. And we can take the jokes off of there. There. Alright, so I am actually going to have to send another email to Colette, and we are going to talk about rubies. And we can talk about that sometime next week. And we're gonna actually, that would be a cool thing to feature next week. But I have that Let It Snow song, so I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about that. And much love to the Koga Ninja crew and the club and all the Koga ninjas out there, because they're awesome. They're part of the trendy club. We're on the cutting edge. We precede the edge of the blade, like the space between the molecules being split by the sword. We are ahead of the curve. And that is why it is so great to be part of the Koga Ninja crew. Man, much love to Joseph Stalin for stopping by. Oh, stopping by. Okay, Joseph, one of the things I'm going to do is actually put the Discord command so that you can be like, no, Discord, and then we can invite people. But here's what I'm going to do, because we're cool like that, Joseph. We're part of the Trendy Club, right? I'm going to restrict it to moderators. That's a good idea. Only certain roles, right? All roles for Joseph Stalin. I love that meme. That was great. I made this meme where it was like piles of corn, and I took the corn out and I backdropped it with rolls, hot buttery rolls, and I was like, all rolls for it's like all the rolls have been collected and presented to the dictator. So yes, now you can collect the rolls, and then we have to ship them out, but they'll be dried up by then. Oh, it was a big joke. But anyway, raids and fantasticness, and that's what brings Kalakis around. So Kalakis is awesome. We love Kalakis, and Kalakis is a great gardener. So yeah, check out Kalakis, and I keep it on the down low. You know what I'm saying. Let people know, but with a little bit of a whisper. Yeah, because he's fantastic. And Colette made it. I am so glad Colette made it. And Caramel Pop stopped by. That's why we had to be like, hey, what's up? Because it's so that Koga and Caramel make a great team together. That is formidable and unstoppable. And you know who else stopped by? Zombie Slayer Hunter. Thanks for stopping by, Zombie Slayer Hunter. Cheers, man. I gotta get to know you more, man. It was good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. I gotta make sure I'm subscribed to your channel, because if you go live, and also I wanted to say that if you do something on your channel and I don't know, or we don't know, or I mean, even if you just want to remind people, tell us. Tell us if you got something new coming out, because I don't know unless you tell us. So much love and cheers to you guys for coming by. And I'm gonna say thank you to Jamie, she's fantastic, OG, and Benny Loco. Can't forget Benny Loco. She's awesome. Thanks so much for coming by. You guys are all fantastic, and I'm gonna see you next week and every week around 9 p.m. Eastern. Much love and have a great week. Cheers.